Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome to all of you. This is your Divine Daily Blast for today. All right, so I'm going to start off with the angel numerology number, which is angel numbers and the science of numerology combined into a message, and it's number 9, Declaration Day, also known as Liftoff. The message really is, what are you waiting for? This 9 energy brings the time of being creative, artistic, kind, caring, giving, and a little bit of self sacrificing without compromising. A number 9 day is basically saying things are complete. We have what we need to move forward. We're going to move forward. And the lesson really is I am not going to hold back what I need to spend or what I need to do for myself. A 9 person, if your birth number is a 9, that means you're somewhat of a humanitarian. You may be into the healing arts, perhaps a doctor, a nurse, a massage therapist, that sort of thing, where you are of beneficial and healing service to others. This works with the tarot card of the Empress and the Hermit. So you can call in the energy of Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and it certainly has a lot of that organizational elements of Virgo in it. So moving on, I pulled from my little post-it notepad I got last week, and the message is, I am worthy of love, acceptance, and belonging. I think I shared with you yesterday that I was inspired to go and get this book, which flipping through it, I found a few things that I felt like, well, this really lands with me. How to believe you are enough and transform your life. And I talk about that because a number 9 day is lifting up past the limitations that we have. Now let's move into what the theme of today is as we crack open one of the last weeks of 2024. I'll start with my isms and I'll go and explain a little bit more about these cards. May the light that is created here, today, and now, this moment, be for the highest good of everyone. And make sure when you say these affirmations, you put yourself right in the middle of the highest good. Then you can ripple it out to anyone else you come in contact with. I am filled with light and love of divine consciousness, and I am blessed. What is divine consciousness to you? Divine consciousness for me is the consciousness of the highest good of the animals, of the planet, of Mother Earth, of Father Sky, of angels, of spirit guides, of fairies, all that is created in divine consciousness fills us up. We're part of it. It's like the greater good of all. And then finally, I am an instrument of love and healing. This I know myself to be. I chose these on purpose because these other cards lead us to start the week off with self-healing, self-actualization, self-analysis, if you will, self-consciousness, in a good way. Not like we have to beat ourselves up because we didn't write all the Christmas cards we wanted to. From the Angel Affirmation deck, brand new from Radley Valentine, we have message from the Love Angels. When you have any fears surrounding love in your life, ask for our guiding hands to bring healing and reassurance that all will be well. This, I think, speaks to people who are by themselves, on their own, or even if they're coupled and with other people. This time of the year can invoke the feelings of isolation. And it can create a feeling of not being worthy of love. Here's your affirmation in that case. I believe in the power of love. I allow for healing in all my relationships, including the one I have with myself. Allow for the healing in all the relationships, including the one for yourself. If you feel like you are being a little self absorbed and you want to shut the world out and you'd like to crawl into a sacred space, it's okay. I would suggest, and Gertrude and Beatrice are also singing the praises, rather than having too much of a pity party or rolling down the hill of depression. Now, if you really are feeling low and down and you're not really sure, then you probably should seek out the help of a mental health professional. I'm not one of those. What I do is bring joy, bring light, bring love, bring understanding, bring a little bit of there, let's have a cup of tea and talk about it. That's my energy. Lifting you past that feeling that, ooh, I don't know if I like the way I'm feeling right now. Let's move on from that. What I would suggest you do is run a lovely warm hot bath. Fill it with fragrances of lavender, honeysuckle. Um, Even this time of the year, there's a lot of rosemary. That can be a little harsh. It can be a little pungent. You may want to fill it up with perhaps some fragrances of cinnamon and apple. Certainly cloves are lovely. Anything aromatic in your bathtub, whatever you feel makes you lift your spirit up. For me personally, it is a mixture of bergamot, a little bit of lemon grass, and lemongrass can be a little bit pungent too, a little bit strong, but bergamot softens it. And then maybe two little cracks of patchouli. But once again, that kind of fragrance can be overwhelming. A couple of few drops in the bathtub, and then you sink into it. Put some candles around the bathtub. Play some soft, sultry music, spiritual music, to get you in the mood for that self-healing. Now, throughout this week, we have the blue beings, and the blue beings are really extraterrestrial. They work with divine consciousness, and they kind of like meander through the different realms, including way out into the future. Their job is to bring healing to any unfinished business, any wounds. It's there to charge us up, to lift us up, to bring our vibrations higher, and they're with us all week long. The air guardian is also an energy of that, taking time to breathe. If you can imagine your guardian angels working with the air guardian, breathing in love, breathing in light, breathing in peace, breathing in healing. And your activation affirmation is, I breathe with ease, knowing the angels are with me. None of us are never by ourselves or on our own. Sometimes we can get into that lofty planes of being too self-absorbed, or maybe too much with the woo-woo land, and we forget the physical. But I think that this week there's an awful lot going on. A great deal happening in the world, mixtures of emotions, mixtures of feelings, sensitivity. Okay, Gertrude, Beatrice, I'm using the Archangel Power Tarot deck by Radley Valentine. This is a deck that invokes self-confidence. The suits are named after archangels: Ariel, Gabriel, Michael, Raphael. There you go. I had to look. I couldn't think. And Gertrude, Beatrice, at first I thought they were going back into the maze of confusion, but they're not. They went into a circle, and the circle was very similar to the circle of Stonehenge, except they had the healing of the angels and the elders, they're saying, and those healing were all in this lovely big circle. The angels and the elders, they are in the middle of, are tall, and there it's a mixture of pale pink and red. Not sure why there's a pale pink and red, but they feel like at their feet of these beings is the color of pale pink, which is Jophiel, and then red, the action, the basal. I like to see red as Mother Earth. Okay, Gertrude, Beatrice, thank you very much for bringing me that vision. Now bring a message. Gertrude is saying, pick the one more shuffle. All right, pick the card straight off the top, and we'll help you land it. Whoops, I'm not well. You want me to read these three? Okay. Well, there's four of them here. Okay, Beatrice is saying you can make a reading from it. Okay, so if these four cards flopped out that way, then I could do a 4-card reading. So if this were 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, when I turn it over this way is where we start. So this happens to be the first card, which is the 2 of Ariel. Ariel being the card that speaks of important to have balance and working multiple jobs. This would be multitasking, setting up your priorities, making work fun. So this would be lighten the load, lighten the mood. This is where you are right now, the 2 of Ariel. What follows it, once again, we've got this healing, love and light of Raphael. Remember yesterday we had the 4 of Raphael that showed up. Re-look at your priorities. Start from scratch. Take a blank piece of paper. Seek other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. Oh, so I'm getting a theme here with this image. What is this image? This person's upside down, balancing the hourglass, or looks like crystals. And what is this other person doing? Sitting on a pedestal giggling. This is basically saying have fun with people today, this week. That helps to heal situations, look at things in a different way. Now we have the Ace of Raphael, which is our 3rd card that comes up. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships. Oh, this is the love one. Deep and lasting spiritual insights. I would say that this suit probably works quite lovely with cups if you were into traditional tarot. And our final card, this is like self-nurturing to me. This is the mother of all cards, the Empress. Time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources. This card, or these cards, this reading, and with the fairies sitting in the circle of love and light, self-love, having fun, enjoying your own company, celebrating the brilliance of who you are, reworking a plan that works for you and not so much about what you've got to do too much for other people. The Ace of Raphael, which is, again, looking at positive, new emotional experiences. And then the Empress. This might be a time to think about, are you romancing yourself? Are you living to your full potential? Are you going out there as the star being that you are? Or do you carry the raincoat of worry everywhere? I think that's it for today. Let me know in the comments below if this lands with you. Thank you for all your love, for all your light. And don't forget to tune back in tomorrow. Bye for now.